Hello, everybody. This is Sylvester with Sylvester's Fashion Art and Tarot, and today I'm going to be talking about the Balenciaga situation, and it is deep. Anywhere on YouTube, you will find so many people voicing their opinions on the situation, and it's really intense and it's deep, especially when you're dealing with children and anything related to sex in any way. So anyway, I'm going to do a reading on it. But before I get into it, I'm going to read some information that I found online in regards to this. But um, first off, I want to say um, I recently changed my Etsy shop to Sylvester Fashion Art, all one word. But you will find that link in the description below. So anyway, want to get that out of the way. First of all, I want to start off by saying who is Cristobal Balenciaga? And Cristobal Balenciaga is known for being a master of haute couture. He had the reputation as a couturier of uncompromising standards and was featured to be the master of us all by Christian Dior, and as the only couturier in the truest sense of the word by Coco Chanel, who go on to state the others are just simply fashion designers. On the day that he died in March of 1972, Women's Wear Daily, who is considered to be like a tabloid or newspaper for the fashion industry, or otherwise known as WWD, ran its headline as saying that the king is dead. Um, Today, Balenciaga is owned by the Kering Group. It's a French luxury conglomerate that also owns brands like Gucci, Saint Laurent, Bottega Veneta, Alexander McQueen, Brioni, just to name a few. Right now, is the Balenciaga's current designer is Demna uh, Vasaya, and he was appointed the role in October 2015. Now, I'm going to read some information that I found online which happens to be Balenciaga's response to the situation. So I'm going to read some of this information before I get into the reading. Okay? So you have some idea and some premise on what this is, and to get it into get some kind of idea how they're responding to this. So, okay. We would like to address the controversy surrounding the recent ad campaigns. We strongly condemn child abuse. It was never our intent to include it in our narrative. The two separate ad campaigns in question reflect a series of grievous errors for which Balenciaga takes responsibility. The first campaign, the gift collection campaign, featured children with plush bear bags dressed in what some have labeled BDSM. BDSM stands for bondage, discipline, uh, domination, submission, sadism, and masochism. Inspired outfits. Our plush bear bags and the gift collection should not have been featured with children. Right. This was a wrong choice by Balenciaga, combined with our failure in assessing and validating images. The responsibility for this lies with Balenciaga alone. The second separate campaign for spring 2023, which was meant to replicate a business office environment, included a photo with a page in the background from a Supreme Court ruling, United States versus Williams 2008, which confirms as illegal and not protected by freedom of speech the promotion of child pornography. All the items included in this shooting were provided by third parties that confirm in writing that the props were fake office documents. They turned out to be real legal papers, most likely coming from the filming of a television drama. The inclusion of these unapproved documents were the result of reckless negligence for which Balenciaga has filed a complaint. We take full accountability for our lack of oversight and control of the documents in the background, and we could have done things differently. Yeah, they could have done things differently. And was there really? Did you really file a complaint? Because when you really think about it, the overheads, they oversee everything before it goes out for the public to see. So I'm not sure about that part. All right. Moving on. While internal and external investigations are ongoing, we are taking the following actions. We are closely revising our organizations and collective ways of working. We are reinforcing the structures around our creative processes and validation steps. Yeah. We want to ensure that new controls mark a pivot and will prevent this from happening again. We are laying the groundwork with organizations which specialize in child protection and aim at ending child abuse and exploitation. We want to learn from our mistakes and identify ways we can contribute. Balenciaga reiterates its sincere apologies for the offense we have caused and extend its apologies to talents and partners. Now, let me see. There's more information here, but I think I'm just going to read some parts that I think are valuable here. Here for its organization, it says, we have reorganized our image department to ensure full alignment with our corporate guidelines. Lawsuit, Balenciaga's decided not to pursue litigations. Okay, interesting. Let me see. Learning and contribute. We want to learn, help, and contribute to protect children. We are starting trainings on responsible communications across our team. Okay, here for donations, we have set aside significant funds for grants to organizations so that we can help make a difference in protecting children. I want to personally reiterate my sincere apologies for the offense caused and take my responsibility. At Balenciaga, we stand for children's safety and do not tolerate any kind of violence and hatred message. Okay, Cedric Chabet, President and CEO. Now, that's coming from Cedric being the President and CEO. And then later, Dimna made a statement from his Instagram. And I'm just going to read that real quick. And he states, I want to personally apologize for the wrong artistic choice of concept for the gifting campaign with the kids, and I take my responsibility. It was inappropriate to have kids promote objects that had nothing to do with them. As much as I would sometimes like to provoke a thought through my work, I would never have an intention to do that with such an awful subject as child abuse that I condemn, period. I need to learn from this, listen, and engage with child protection organizations to know how I can contribute and help on this terrible subject. I apologize to anyone offended by the visuals, and Balenciaga has guaranteed that adequate measures will be taken not only to avoid similar mistakes in the future, but also to take accountability in protecting child welfare in every way we can. Sincerely, Dimna. So that's what he states. So okay, so yeah, they really should have. You know, when you really think about it, those ads couldn't come out without all the upper heads looking at it. So they're all at fault. You know, they probably thought it was cute. They probably thought they thought the bear was cute. They probably thought that it wasn't offensive in any way. But then, oh, did they get a slap in the face when people saw it? So it was like a surprise to them. So now they're trying to cover their own asses. So that's pretty interesting. So what I want to do is do a reading on this. I want to ask Spirit, will Balenciaga survive this scandal? You know, will Balenciaga survive this? Okay, so Spirit, I'd like to know, will Balenciaga survive this scandal? You know, how would they come through this, or how would this situation be handled? What is going on in and around Balenciaga in regards to this scandal? Please share with me what you would like for me to know and share with everyone else. I thank you, Spirit. I thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Okay, let me. Talk to me, Spirit, in regards to Balenciaga. Will they survive this scandal? Okay. Okay, Spirit. Talk to me. Talk to me, Spirit. What is going on with Balenciaga in regards to this scandal? Just need 6 more cards, Spirit. by Balenciaga spirit. Will they survive this? Now you want to talk. Come on. Oh. Alright. These now. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 cards came out. That's all. Yeah, Spirit is definitely listening, honey. Spirit always listens. Yep. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we'll put those here. Okay. This looks very interesting. Okay. Let's check something before I start. Okay. All right. Okay. First card I get is the Knight of Pentacles. And with the Knight of Pentacles, I see there's slow, steady progress finances with them right now in regards to this situation. You know, there are people buying their products, but it's slow based on the controversy on what's happening right now. So it's like a little bit of touch and go at the moment right now. It's how they, that's handling. This is handling Balenciaga, the person, the company itself. Now, what crosses it, the situation is the Ace of Cups. And with the Ace of Cups, it's like overflowing. That's interesting. It's like overflowing of prosperity, overflowing of Spirit giving them a helping hand. It's like abundance with them right now. And I think this is in regards to the advertising. They're getting so much press. It's like that just popped in my head that they are getting a lot of media attention. So much media attention. You have YouTubers talking about this. You have people burning products. And I saw one YouTuber where he wanted people to pay him $5,000 to burn his shoes. So I'm like, I mean, really? So I get this as being like the publicity and media attention that they're getting right now. So it's in abundance. It's like, but the thing about it is, this attention that they get is not good attention. It's not in a good way. So it's like what's the right word for this? It's like they're getting all the attention, but it's not in a good way. So yeah, that's what I'm getting for this right now. What's beneath them, or what influences they have in the past, or what representing past influences is the Five of Pentacles. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to be. Um, they're so used to making so much money, they don't want to deplete of any money. It's like they want to stay. They want to keep their company growing and growing and growing. They don't want to. They don't want to lose any money. So it's like almost a fear of just losing everything. They don't want to be out in the cold. So it's like things are a little touch and go with them right now. Yeah, very touch and go with them. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They don't want to lose everything that they have put so much money into. So they're really, really, really trying to figure out how to make things better. And I think they want things to. They're hoping for things to die down and hoping they can be forgiven for this. But this is a hard subject, so I don't know about that. Especially when you're dealing with children and pornography. This is a very serious offense, and people are very upset. So, yeah, they don't want to be left out in the cold. But what is representing their past is the judgment. You know, with the judgment, it's like this is a card about being renewed and being reborn. It's like they've been awakened to. It's like the alarm had went off and they've been awakened. They've been alerted. Like, you're doing wrong, and it's like it, because of all this media attention, it's like they is it like started them a bit. I mean they're like how do you say that? I wouldn't use the word panic, but it's like they're like it brought things to their attention. That's the word. They brought things to attention. They brought this situation had brought the situation to it has brought this situation to their attention in such a big way. And they are awakened. They are hearing it. They are listening. And low key, they are looking at those YouTube channels. They're seeing what people are saying about them. Even the head of the Karen group, they are looking and they are listening. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I get as far as representing the past with them in regards to this situation. Um, what crowns them is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, yeah, they're stressed. They're worried. They're very worried. They're very worried because with this card here, which is uh, representing their past influence and what's crowning them right now, it's like they're very worried. They don't want to be left out in the cold. They're a little stressed out right now. They're trying to figure out how to solve this situation. And this is not an easy fix, people. This is not easy. It's not going to be an easy fix. It's probably going to take them some time to recover. If they're going to get through this. I mean, it's going to take a while. They're going to have to do some serious apologizing, probably into the next year, because people are very upset. I wouldn't be surprised if they have to close a couple of stores. I wouldn't be surprised. Just to keep afloat. Just to help calm things down a little bit. So yeah, yeah. And what's also popping in my head was they probably gonna put more emphasis on a children collection, but they're gonna take real careful. I mean, they're gonna really analyze the children collection before they put it out. It's like their apology to what they've done. So I get a feeling of that with a possible children's collection, but done in such a cute way. It's like their apology for the incident that's occurring now. So, but anyway, that's what I get for that. Now, what's representing their future is the devil. And with the devil, it's a lot of self-restrictions, a lot of stress going on. So they put this stress on themselves. They put this on themselves. So they're a little scared, they're a little timid, everything's just touch and go. They're dealing with their insecurities and they're panicking, you know. But like this card is, it's like self-restriction, self-limitations that they're placing on themselves. But it's only placed on themselves because of the media attention that they're getting, and it's probably going to be there for a while, to they're able to pull the chains off themselves, to not feel their guilt. But they feel the guilt because this happens to be children. So this is what I get for what's representing their future. Yeah. Okay. What representing their mind, what's in their minds, is represented by the lovers, and with the lovers is representing choice. They're gonna make some real deep hearted decisions here. Um, yeah, they might have to cut back on some things a bit because what's happening now, their sales are gonna go down a bit, and they're not used to that because they're used to going up and up and up and up, but now it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. There are people still buying Balenciagas. There are people that still rock Balenciaga. They know about the controversy, but for some people, it's not really hitting home to them in regards to child pornography. Because some people are into children. And that's what's so upsetting about this. So some people are not looking at the deep heartiness of this. But anyway, I digress. But I get that they're going to be making some real deep decisions. They're probably going to cut back on some things, just to stay afloat. Yeah, that's what they're going to, yeah, cut back on a lot of things. That's what I get here. Um, what's in their environment is represented by the Queen of Wands. And I have a feeling I think this is representing the head of the Karen group. And I don't add sex to my cards, but I think this is representing, what's his name? Make sure I get his name right. Cedric Charbet, President and CEO. And he's represented here by the Queen of Wands. And this person, as you can see, this person is taking care of the situation. He's swiftly making changes. People seeing him making swift changes. He's overseeing everything. He's aware of everything. And he wants to take care of the matter. Because again, it's all about that fine dollar. He wants to make sure this is resolved, but it's not going to be resolved right away. It's not. But he is attacking the situation to make it better. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if you start seeing him in the media to help resolve this a little bit. Yeah. So I never seen the man, so I have no idea what he looks like. But yeah, but I get this representing him. Okay, what's representing the hopes and fears is strength. And they're staying strong through this. They believe they're going to get through this. They believe that they're going to try to tame the media. They're going to try to tame the beasts. They're going to try to kiss the media's ass or kiss people's asses. They're going to try to figure out solutions to help to win people over. So it's going to be a lot of ass kissing here. It's going to be a lot of finessing, a lot of calming down and try to resolve the situation. It's going to be huge way of calming people down, because people are very upset, and they know this. So they're staying strong through this. They want to survive, but they're going to have to do a lot of finessing, a lot of care. They have to take a lot of care with this. Yeah, serious care. Because like this line can easily get upset. So, you rub it the wrong way, honey, that line will eat you alive and won't care about it and won't think twice about it. So, and that's just like media. They'll love you one day and they'll spit you out the next. Ugh. My goodness. Anyway, that's hopes and fears. Okay. What I get for the outcome, I have 2 outcomes, which is interesting here. First card for the outcome is the Ace of Pentacles, and I see they're reinventing themselves. I see a new frontier, a new start, a new direction, a new revaluation. So but I also get that cross with the 4 of Pentacles. They're crunching their pennies. They're holding on tightly to their money. They're being wise with how they're going to spend their money. So they're going to be tight with it, because I feel they're losing. They're losing money because of because of the ad campaigns that were out. So there's going to be a lot of in-structure changes. It's like they're going to continue on, but they're going to tighten up their belt severely. I wouldn't be surprised if they start letting some people go. Just so they could just keep things going. Because again, with their hopes and fears, they are going to tame the beast. So they can keep on going. So they are going to keep going, but they're going to tighten their belt, and they're restructuring, reevaluating, we create a whole new structure. That's what I'm getting here. So that's what I'm getting here for the outcome for Balenciaga. So it's going to be, they're going to survive, but they're going to really tighten their belt. And they are reconstructing the Balenciaga company. So that's what I get here. Yeah. And that's another question I want to ask, which I think is important to know. And I want to know, what does Cristobal Balenciaga, how does he feel about the legacy of his brand and how it's being portrayed today? So I want to ask that question too. So I'm going to recollect all these. That part's been on my mind. I just kind of want to know. Anyway. Yeah. Spirit, I want to know, how does Cristobal Balenciaga feel about how the legacy of his brand is being portrayed today? How does he feel about what's going on with his label, his brand? Please share what you would like for me to know in regards to how Cristobal Balenciaga feel about how the legacy of his brand is being portrayed today. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you, Spirit. All right. does Cristobal Balenciaga feel about how his brand is being portrayed today? Please share with me. Oh, okay. I just flew right out of there. Sometimes I tell you, these guys have a mind of their own. My goodness. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it at 3. Yeah. All right. Yeah. First card I get, what's representing the past, is the Ten of Cups. But it's representing the past. So I get joy, happiness, happy families, happy company. Because at the time, Balenciaga, he was considered the master of all the couturiers, and he was well renowned. Women from all over the world would go to his company in Paris and just order a dress, So I see this representing that, because it's definitely representing happy times, and he created a legacy for he created a standard and brand identity for what he does, and what he did well, because he's known for certain things that people emulate today. So yeah, he set the standard for certain looks that people love and respect today. So yeah, I can see why this come up, and this representing the past. Okay, for the present, what's representing now is represented by the Two of Swords. And this card is like, talks about indecision. It's like, I think he sees the brand, I'm feeling he sees the brand not sure what it wants to do. I think he sees the brand as being confused. They uncertain of what direction to take. As you can see here in this card, the background is calm and serene and beautiful, and this person is representing his brand, the people that's running the brand that he created. They're in a state of indecision. He sees a lot of confusion. They don't know what to do. It's like they're walking around with their heads cut off. And it's like, man, what are they doing with his label that he created? Yeah, that's what I get here. And as far as the outcome, is represented by the Four of Swords. And here, I get that he feels the company needs rest. They need to reassess. They need to meditate. They need to reevaluate what they're doing. They need to seek spirituality, or maybe seek some kind of a sense of being still and really think about what they're doing. Because right now they're just all over the place. So trying to figure out how they're gonna overcome this. So I'm getting here that Balenciaga is feeling that they need to take rest. They need to pause. They need to take a break. They need to relax and calm their minds. Although they're the ones that put the ads out there, but he feels that they need to just be still, take rest, and I get a sense of, I want to say meditation, or seek spirituality in some kind of way, or they might turn to spirituality in some way. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. They need to take rest. Yeah, and just reassess. So that's what I'm getting as far as what Balenciaga feels about how his brand is being portrayed. So that's pretty interesting. All right. All right. All right. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for coming to this reading, and thank you. And please come back again. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and come back again. All right. Bye.